Sean Lander's exhibition, called 1991 to 1994, Improbable History, focuses on a small period of time, a period of 4 years, at the beginning of Sean's career, when he was a very young artist working in New York as a struggling artist. And it was a particular moment when he was really defining the character of his work that he has continued to develop over the course of 20 years. The show, which features photography, text paintings, stream of consciousness texts on yellow legal pads, calendar, diaries, but also with a real focus on video. The show, in a sense, restages this particular moment, and in a sense restages the artist's studio. You see Sean alone in his studio in the videos throughout the exhibition. His face follows you as you walk through the show, and he's either singing Elton John lyrics or dancing or confessing something to the camera. It's really just Sean and you, the viewer, or Sean and the camera's lens. But unlike his predecessors, his conceptualist predecessors like Vito Acconci or Bruce Nauman in particular, Sean's work is deeply rooted in emotion and the expression of the anxieties, the doubts, the exaltations of an artist who is developing his practice. And you see that throughout this exhibition. In looking at Sean Lander's exhibition, something that I think will really resonate with our visitors, particularly those who spend time with the videos, is this very contemporary experience we have now of YouTube videos, blogging, this impulse to express ourselves to a world that we don't know, that's beyond our small network or our small community, but really to give voice to our own doubts or anxieties or pronouncements, beliefs, criticisms, and to put that out into the world. It's very common to see, even there's a young generation of artists who are making this kind of impulse the subject of their work, such as Ryan Trecarton. And in a world where YouTube videos, reality TV, this feeling that we as individuals can put a public face to our introspection is on the surface of, in a way, of what you see throughout Sean's show, which dates 20 years back. He was an artist who really, and is an individual who's really investigating these impulses before the technology was there, and before other artists were making it the subject of their work. There are a number of these large-scale, really monumental text paintings in which Sean has scrawled, really in a stream of consciousness style, texts across large canvases, again echoing conceptual work of the 70s, but really taking on this, it really takes on this new character in this exhibition. And what is, what for me is quite special about this exhibition, and what's really revealed in this show is an entire cosmos of personality, of emotion, of consciousness of an artist who is developing, defining his practice. In other words, the artist becomes the subject and the content of the work. And the show, in a way, Improbable History, restages this moment, but also the studio. And I think what is a particularly wonderful experience that I anticipate with the show will be that viewers will come across the videos in which Sean is talking to the camera, and behind him you'll see paintings, and these are videos that were made during this period, Behind him, you'll see in the background the paintings that are also on the walls in this exhibition. And the series of terracotta heads and leprechauns, which become a kind of cast of supporting characters that surround you and follow you through the exhibition as well. There's another work which we're very pleased to show called Sick. During this time, Sean decided to write a novel. He wrote every day on these yellow legal pads, and later the book was reproduced as a special edition. Sick, S-I-C, as in a correction. And we're presenting the work in its original manuscript form on the wall, so you have this experience of coming up against this entire opus, really. It's an epic. And it's there that you have this sense of really this odyssey that Sean undertakes in these years and through these works. So while you might identify some conceptualist legacies in the work, what Sean is also very tied to is classic literature and the flawed heroes of Dostoevsky or Joyce or Beckett. You know, the show is very funny, very poignant, and very rich. It's an exhibition that you can spend days, hours, and months in, and still find more.